your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Northcut Field. We have the Northside Knights facing the Providence Eagles. I am Gavin Thomas, and alongside me here at Northcut is Chase 2. Chase, man, it is Thursday night football, little bonus football action this week. What you think?
Gavin, I am ready. We got two teams here. They're hungry for their first win of the season. They both come in 0-1. So I think they're both really hungry, and let's see what happens.
Absolutely. I don't know if you out there watching saw the game last year, but it was a lot of scoring, and I don't know if we're going to see that much scoring tonight from both of these teams, but we'll see.
Yep. So looks like we got Fitz Carter on the kick for the Knights, and the Eagles are ready to receive. And that's Christian Durden on the reception, and he brings it up to the 29-yard line.
And that is where the Providence Eagles will start tonight on offense.
Yes, so some big playmakers on offense. We've got Christian Durden, multi-talented. You'll see him on both sides of the ball. All right, so here we go. We got Harrison Mims back for the Eagles. Shotgun, hands off to number 5. And he's taken down for a 5-yard gain up to the 35-yard line. Be 2nd and 5 for Providence Eagles.
That's right, Chase. I think that the most important part of this game is going to be one in the trenches. We've got two lines that are fairly the same size, really. And so what it's going to come down to is what line can get the best push.
That's right, Gavin. Harrison back in shotgun formation once again. A little handoff up the middle. And number 23 taken down for a gain. He does get the first down. That is Mr. Ryan Banner.
Yeah, you'll see a good bit of Ryan Banner here at number 23. He does a really good job of taking the pressure off of Christian Durden in the running game. So really look for number 23 Banner to take some time away from Christian Durden to get him some rest.
Yep. So here we are, first and 10 on the Providence 45. They're marching down the field. We got a toss off to number 5 for Christian Durden.
Ooh.
We got a flag on the play, but he's taken down at the Knights 43, but don't count it just yet. We got some laundry.
Absolutely. This is definitely in the around holding is what I would think it would be, but that was a great run by Christian Durden there, getting on the outside and making a move on the outside. And that is what it is, holding on Providence.
So what was is not. So we'll take it back. So we got some negative yards for the first time tonight. So 5-yard penalty, so it'll be 1st and 15 on the Providence 39. Providence has taken a minute to go over this play. They want to get it right, Gavin.
That's right. They need to get it right. They're back 10 yards from where they were, so they got to make up for that.
Yep. All right, we have Christian Durden back in shotgun once again. Harrison Mims pass off to Chad Durden. Christian Durden.
Yeah, like I talked about in the opening, you're going to see a lot of Christian Durden, whether it's on defense or offense. He's just an explosive runner, and then he's also an explosive tackler, and you'll see that later on in the game.
Yes. All right, so we got 2nd and 7. Providence is approaching close to the 50-yard line. Harrison Mims. Pass to Christian Durden. Christian cannot be taken down. Christian's down at the 38-yard line of the Knights. What a good gain. We got some first time we've seen a pass tonight. I think it proved to be beneficial.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of run from Providence, but it's good to keep them honest and get the passing game going. They're not going to really pass the ball down the field a whole lot. They're just going to use that screen game to their advantage, and they did a great job there. Northside's really got to they've got their heels in the ground on defense. They've really got to pep up here.
All right, here's Mims, back shotgun, takes for himself up the middle, and he is tackled. Tackled by number 8, Porter Williams of Northside. He did get enough for the first down, so it was a 10-yard gain for the Eagles. That sets up a first down and 10 on the 27 of the Knights. Got Harrison Mims once again back in the shotgun with Christian Durden off to his right side there. And there's a handoff to Christian Durden. He's juking out to the outside. He's still going, and he's down to the 10-yard line in the red zone for the Eagles.
We're going to talk about it a lot tonight, I know, and you're going to hear Christian Durden's name a lot, I know. But that is a man amongst boys out there.
Yes. Even the first few plays we've seen here tonight, you know, we got the two key playmakers for Providence. We've got Harrison Mims and Christian Durden. So here's a snap, and Christian takes it again once again. Gained 4 yards on the play. Well, call that 3 yards. So let's set a second down and goal for the Eagles.
Yeah, this is an important drive for Northside coming out here on defense. They really need to stop Providence and get them to kick a field goal here to give a little bit of momentum to their offense.
Now, Gavin, do you think they'll attempt a pass here? Do you think keep on their toes?
If I'm Providence, Chase, I'm keeping it on the ground.
And that's what they do. Harrison Mims takes it for himself and touchdown, Eagles. So the first points of the night are courtesy of the Providence Eagles. You're right, Gavin. He kept on the ground, took it himself.
Yeah, I hear this a lot, but you don't fix something that's not broken, you know?
That's right.
So that was a great drive by Providence to come out here, and it was just an impressive drive. Yeah, they ran it a lot, but, the screen pass really kept the defense on their heels for the drive, and Providence up 7-0 with the kick is good, so that is 7-0.
All right, 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. It's 7-0 Providence.
Chase, we didn't talk about this in the open, but these are two teams that know each other pretty well. Crosstown rivals.
These teams are only separated by 2 miles, if that. So I'm telling you, they know each other. They've got mutual friends, and they're both smaller schools, and so.
I'm sure they were definitely in daycare together. What you think?
Oh, very much so. We've got our kickoff by the Providence Eagles, but it does fly out of bounds, which throws a flag on the field.
That is unfortunate for Providence. That's not something you want to do, especially with, having all that momentum on offense, and then you kick the ball out of bounds on a kickoff. That's just it's kicking yourself in the foot.
It is. It sets up field position that you do not want to give to the Knights. It's going to give them some momentum, like you said, and they're gonna probably, if they can capitalize on this, we're about to see what the Knights have been working on this week. So we're setting up shop at the 35-yard line of the Knights.
Yeah, we really need to look at number 1, Carter Stevens here, quarterback for the Northside Knights. I've heard good things, and I'm ready to see what he's got.
Carter Stevens listed as a 6-foot senior. Oh, first play out of the gate is a pass. And it's a gain of 5 yards. And that was a thing of beauty. It had a nice little spiral in there. It was good.
Sure, and people at home, you're going to see a big difference in offenses from Providence Eagles to the Northside Knights. Northside likes to spread the ball out and get their receiver some action, and Providence is more of a run-heavy offense, and they're wanting to bring everything in instead of spreading you out. And you'll see that with this formation right here.
Yep. So, Gavin, we got 4 wide. We got Carter Stevens back in shotgun. And the play is blown foul. We've got a timeout on the Eagles.
Yeah, Chase, I think the Providence coach was looking at this, and it almost looked like a trick play almost because of the wide receivers. They were all the way over here on our side of the field.
That's right.
Almost out of bounds to the point where
they were getting water, Gavin. That's what they were doing.
They were getting. That's exactly what it looked like they were doing.
Yep.
But yeah. So obviously the Providence coach didn't like something he saw in that formation. So it's probably best. I think he made the right decision in calling that timeout and seeing what was going on.
That's right. That's right. So now the Knights will gather up a new play and see what we got next. 2nd down and 10 for the Knights. Got Carter Stevens back in shotgun. We got 4 wide once again. A little bobble on the snap. Carter Stevens is running. And he is taken down for a loss of 10 on the play. It's a sack by the Providence Eagles defense. It's first of the night. That was number 35 of the Providence Eagles.
That was a great play by number 35.
Yeah, that's Greg Odom.
Greg Odom shooting through there. It really threw off the offense when he juggled the ball. It looked like he actually may have wanted a double pass there,
right.
but couldn't get the ball in his hands fast enough. The Providence defense did a great job.
All right, so we're 3rd down and 23. And Carter Stevens takes it for himself. He's bounced to the outside, and he is going to be taken out for a loss of 2. I don't think that's what the Knights drew up there. I don't think that's what they had intended.
Yeah, Ryland Banner really is showing up here on the defense. I mean, that was an incredible tackle.
All right, we got Carter Stevens pulling double duty with the punt. It looks like Providence is going to take it from their own 45. We've got a flag on the play. He's wrestled down to the 50. And some more flags. Let's just all pitch in and throw our flags. You know, Gavin, I think we had initial foul, and then we had some extracurricular activities after the play.
Well, it comes back to what we talked about before. These players know each other, so there's a little bit more on the line than if you didn't know each other.
That's right.
We should know about that, coming from 2 different types of schools that we went to
That's right.
school at.
All right, so we've got...
Well, they're going to talk this thing over because there's a lot going on out there.
All right. Got holding on the defense, dead ball, personal foul on the offense. So those penalties,
they're going to have to work this out because there's a lot going on.
This is where the referees earn their money right here. This is a lot of math, and I'm sure they're great at it.
Well, you just walk one way, and then you walk the next way, and count it off, and then we just start back over.
That's right. There we go. So as long as we're setting up shop, we got a 1st down for the Eagles. We're going to be sitting at the Knights' 42-yard line. And this, Gavin, looks like a heat timeout. Field, we've got 1st down and 10 for the Providence Eagles at their own 42-yard line. We got Harrison Mims back in shotgun. Christian Durden out to his right. We've got a pass. 23 is wide open. Harrison Mims' pass to Ryan Banner falls incomplete, slightly overthrown. That's good to see from Providence that we're seeing some airmail here.
Yeah, they're doing a good job again of keeping Northside on their heels by throwing in a couple of pass plays with their run offense. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Providence so far. It's a lot better balanced offense than what we saw last week.
Here's to the Mims. 2nd down and 10. Pass off to Ryan Banner out to the side. He's going to take it. He'll spin move up to the Knights 23-yard line. That's a good, nice little gain there, Gavin.
It was a great run. Took it to the ran to the right side this time. They had been really working on the left side, but decided to switch sides there and ran it to the right side and found some space.
That's right. We got 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. They're setting up shop at the 23-yard line. Harrison Mims passes off to number 5, Christian Durden. He's going to take it to the outside. Little juke move. Christian Durden is in for a Providence touchdown.
Yeah, Chase, that was a great move and a great cut by Christian Durden going in and then cutting back to the outside. He saw that he had room on the inside in that left guard gap, and then he cut it out to the outside for the touchdown. They don't seem to have an answer for number 5 at the moment.
That they do not, Gavin. That they do not. So we got number 13, Davis Bolton. He's back for the extra point. And the kick is good. That brings us to a score of Providence Eagles 14, Northside Knights 0, with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. So Providence is coming off their second score. It's 14-0. We got Davis Bolton back to kick the kickoff for the Eagles. So Northside really needs to respond here. That was a good run back by their Colin Blackwell of the Knights.
Yeah, just like you were talking about, this is an important drive. You're down 14-0, and if you're the Northside Knights, you really got to get something going here on offense to give you a good, at least give good momentum, and you want to do something on offense just to keep the defense where they can get some rest.
Let's see if Northside can pull off a positive yards here. We've got Carter back for the pass. And we've got a pass across the field for a 2-yard gain. That was number 6, Jaden Watkins. Now Jaden's going to be a playmaker, I think, Gavin. I mean, he's if we can get him the ball, I think he's gonna put up some yards tonight.
Jaden Watkins is quick and he's shifty, and so he's going to be able to make some plays on offense. And I look for them to get him going in the running back position also.
Yep. We got 4 wide for the Knights. We got Carter Stevens back. Carter's going to take it himself up the field, up to the 40, up to the 41. And the Providence Eagles take him down to the 41. We'll bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Eagles.
Yeah, I got to really commend Carter Stevens there for having the poise to fake that in the backfield to the running back and then take it up the middle, but holding on to the ball. At this point in the game, it is very easy to hold that ball loose. So you really got to hold that ball tight when you're going into the middle of the line.
Got Carter Stevens back in shotgun once again. Carter's going to take it out to his right. And he's going to take it back to the left. The Carter's going to run up the field. He's going to take it to the outside. He's going to think about it. He's going to run back. He's going to throw it. And that is a backwards pass, if I'm not mistaken. There's a flag on the field. You know, I don't think, that there was a lot going on that play.
Chase, the only way I can describe that is the team goes one way, the other team goes the other way, and the team goes the other way, and the team goes that way.
That's right.
Ooh.
Oh, we got a foul against the Eagles.
Looks
So
like
that was a forward pass. So it was not a backwards pass. It was a forward pass.
looks like it may have been a personal foul. Maybe on the hit for the Eagles. So that's a tough play for the Eagles because that was a well-defended play for them. And now they are going to be 15 yards. Ooh. That takes Northside over the
They're over the 50-yard line there, Gavin. They're the Providence 44-yard line.
That's
now.
right.
So Knights are on the other side of the field for the first time tonight. Carter Stevens is back in shotgun. We got 4 wide for the Knights. Carter's going to step back. He's going to air it out. He's going to air it out. Oh, and he's got him. Wow, what a play, Gavin. That was what the Knights needed right there.
Carter Stevens just unloaded on that ball and got it to his wide receiver. Was that Jaden Watkins out there?
I think that was Porter Williams on there, number 8, Porter Williams.
All right, Porter Williams. What a grab by Porter Williams there. That was exactly what the Northside Knights needed to give them a boost here. Now you just got to find some way to get this in the end zone.
So we've got first and goal for the Knights from the 2-yard line. And the ball is handed off. And we've got a Knights touchdown. And just like that, a 15-yard play sets up a scoring drive for the Knights.
Great job by the Knights here on this drive. Really spread that offense out. Was able to get some space with the wide receiver getting space on the outside against the cornerback for the Providence Eagles. And now we have got us a ball game, Chase.
That we do, Gavin. That we do. So we got Carter on the hold for the extra kick.
Great kick also. So
Fitz Carter with the kick, yeah. So with that, we got Providence Eagles 14, your Northside Knights 7 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. 14-7, Providence on top. We've got Fitz Carter with the kickoff for the Knights.
Ooh.
And Providence is going to pick it up around the 15-yard line. Got Christian Durden on the run. And Christian's going to be taken down the Providence 25-yard line.
yeah, that was a little funky of a kick there. Christian didn't know what he was going to do with it, if he was going to let it kind of roll or pick it up. But as you know, if it goes 10 yards, you better get on it.
That's right. He was able to turn nothing into something, so they're going to set up shop here at the 27-yard line. They are crowding the line of scrimmage. We got handoff to Christian Durden, and he's going to take it up for a gain of about 4 yards for the Eagles. Do you think he's tired yet, Gavin?
I tell you what, we talked about it. You're going to see Christian Durden a lot. And one of the main things that Providence has got to do is make sure that he doesn't get too tired. You know, you've got to he's your best player, and we understand that. So you can't really use him too much to wear him out. You need him in the fourth quarter for sure.
We got 2nd down and 7. Harrison going to take it for himself. And he's got a first down. Yeah. Harrison Mims runs it for a first down up to the Providence 44-yard line.
Yeah, Chase, that was a great play call. Just a little quarterback draw there. One of the reasons why you would run a quarterback draw like that is you have more blockers. So your running back can block for you, and the rest of the line can block for you. And so that's why you see a lot of quarterback draws in high school and in college.
got first down here for the Eagles. And we've got to pass off to 23, and he's got a lot of green. He's running up the sideline. And looks like he steps out there at the 37-yard line. So he grabs that first down. That was Mr. Ryan Banner once again.
Banner's had a really good game here, and I think this is really important. The Providence Eagles are seeing something that they can really hone in on, and that is to really stretch the field. Maybe not stretch the field like Northside is with the passing game, but they're stretching the field in the running game. Those run stretch plays are really giving Northside Knights a fit.
So we got yet another first down here for the Providence Eagles. And Christian Durden's going to take it up the middle. And he's going to make it up to the 30-yard line. And we had number 24 for the Knights for the tackle.
Yeah, he took a couple of Northside men with him on that run.
Yes, he did. So we've got second down and 2 for the Eagles. So they are in Knight territory once again tonight. So every time they've been in this area tonight, they've scored. So can they go 3 for 3? We'll see.
Don't know if they're going to get this play off before the first quarter ends, Chase.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. At the end of the first quarter, it is Providence Christian Eagles 14, Northside Methodist Academy 7.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier Showroom or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
And we're back here at Northcutt Field.
Start of the second quarter, Chase.
Start of the second quarter. We've got Providence marching.
We've got a really good game here in the start of the second quarter.
That's right. So Harrison Mims is going to hand off. He's going to hand off to number 11, Grant Baker. That's the first time we've heard Grant Baker called tonight. He is up for a gain of about 5 yards, and that's enough for a Providence first down.
Yeah, that's a good misdirection play by Providence there. Really, they've been stringing the ball out to the outside, so they did a little misdirection with trying to catch the defense off guard. But the Knights did a good job of understanding where that run was going.
So that'll bring up a first down for the Eagles. Got Harrison Mims back in the shotgun with Christian Durden off to his right side. And Harrison's going to take it for himself. He's going to run up the middle. And he is going to be in for a Providence Eagles touchdown. The Knights were on his heels, but he just wasn't there in time. That was number 8, Porter Williams, and he was chasing him. He almost had him.
Great play by Mims there. Had a zone read play with Christian Durden, who's been playing really well. So they were expecting Christian Durden to get the ball there. When Christian Durden didn't get the ball, Mims kept it and just went ahead and ran it in for the touchdown. That is, it looks like that's 3 straight drives that they have been in the red zone and 3 straight touchdowns.
Gavin, I was never really good at math, but that's it seems like a batting average of 1.
Well, Chase, if we were calling baseball, sure.
So we had a kick, but we had a flag on the play. It's going to give us a redo.
It's all right. The kicker needed a little extra practice there, so we'll pick the flag up and let's see if he can make it from, 15 yards.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. And that brings your score, Providence Eagles 21, Northside Knights 7. With 11 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter, back to kick is number 13, Davis Bolton for the Eagles. The kick is going to be down to the 2-yard line. It's going to be picked up by the Knights, and he is running it up. And we've got some laundry on the field. And so the return there was number 6, Jaden Watkins.
Yeah, Chase, it looks like the hit on the Providence Eagles may have been a little too high there.
Yeah.
You got to be really careful, really disciplined when you're running down the field in a kickoff. Yes, you're going really fast, and yes, you may want to blow that person up, but the refs are going to get you for that.
That they will, Gavin, that they will. So Northside, let's see if we can build some momentum here. Got 3 wide for the Knights. We're going to, well.
All right. Well, I was wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'm wrong now. Looks like the Northside Knights were, it was a block in the back on Northside Knights there on the kickoff.
So that will turn what was a substantial gain into a minimal gain, and then we'll start with a first down at their own 12-yard line. Got Carter Stevens back in shotgun formation. He's going to drop back and pass. Oh, and Carter passes to number 6, Jaden Watkins. And that was a good open field tackle. I'm sorry, that is number 9, Colin Blackwell.
Yeah, number 28 for Providence did a great job there in staying in front of him and not letting the wide receiver get around him.
Yeah, that's Luke McClurkin.
McClurkin, that's a fun word. It's a fun name.
I'm sure that hit did not feel fun. Yeah, Carter Stevens going to pass it off to number 16. And he is taken down. Yeah, he gains maybe 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, that was a great job by Jonathan Wells there, number 54. Getting right there inside. He knew where the ball was going to go, who the ball was going to go to, and went straight for him. Did not play around there.
Yep, so that's going to bring a 3rd down and 5 for the Northside Knights. Got 4 wide for the Knights. Carter Stevens going to drop back and pass. Oh, and Gavin, that was a face mask.
You can see that face mask all the way from up here where we're at.
Yes.
And that is a big play for Northside there. Going to give them an automatic first down. That's a personal foul, face mask. So that's 15 yards.
So, you know, we've seen penalties come back and bite
both teams tonight,
both
really.
Teams tonight. You really have. And so this is no exception. So we're going to march up the field 15 yards. And the Knights are going to have a fresh set of downs.
Again, we've said this before. That's a tough break for Providence there. They did a great job to get him down on the ground. Just ended up letting that hand get up pretty high there.
Yep. So first down on the 34-yard line for the Knights. Carter Stevens is going to hand off. And we're going to have a gain of about 2 yards up to the 35-yard line. And we'll call it 36. We'll call it 35 and a half.
All right, a little hurry-up offense here for the Northside Knights.
Yep. Carter Stevens pass to number 2, and it falls incomplete. You know, that was a good pass. That's something we haven't seen tonight so far, is a deep down the field pass.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen what Carter Stevens can do in the pocket with that last pass on the last offensive drive they had with the long, probably 60-yard, 50-yard pass. But that time he went for the long ball one more time, and it came up just short.
So we got a 3rd down on the Knights 35. Carter Stevens is going to drop back and pass. And he's getting some pressure, and he is going to fumble it. And that will be a turnover for the Knights, recovered by the Providence Eagles at the 20-yard line of the Knights. Now, Gavin, in that play, should just fall down.
Yeah, Chase, that's tough. So I know Carter Stevens thought that he was down on the play, is what either he was down or he got rid of the ball, and it would have been a incomplete pass, and that's what they're talking about right now. But because we don't have instant replay in high school football, it's tough to tell if his knee was down or if he got rid of the ball before he fumbled it. But it looks like it's a big play for the Providence Eagles as they set up on the 20-yard line going into their own end zone.
Yep, so we've got the Eagles. We got Christian Durden who's going to take it up the middle to the right side, and he's going to gain about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, this is a big moment in the game for Northside here. Being down 21-7, you really got to stick your heels in the ground here on the defensive side of the ball, and stop them here so that they don't get another touchdown and kind of put this game away in the second quarter.
So we've got a 1st and 10 for the Providence Eagles. We've got number 2 back, Craig Pittman, for the Eagles in shotgun formation.
Looks like we may have had a penalty on Northside and maybe scoot up 5 yards from where they were.
Let's call it 1st and 5 for the Eagles up at the 15-yard line. Craig Pittman hands off to number 5, of course, Mr. Christian Durden. And he's going to take it up to the 10-yard line for a gain of about 4 yards, be about 1 yard short of the first down.
Yeah, I think now it's really good to remember that Providence has done a great job in the red zone, 100% in the red zone. I'm not good with numbers either, but I do know that if you've gotten in the end zone every time you've gone to the red zone, gotten in the red zone, then that would be 100%.
That's right.
That's that Auburn math.
That's right. Oh, a little trickery on the play there by the Eagles. Number 23 of the Eagles, it's Mr. Ryan Banner, takes it up for a gain of about 4 yards. He's going to get across the first down marker, so that's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Eagles.
If you're the Northside Knights right now, you've really got to get some momentum going on that defensive side of the ball. You got to rally to the ball if you're on the defensive line and those middle linebackers and outside linebackers here. You need a goal line stand, something serious here.
So we've got 1st and goal for the Providence Eagles. Craig Pittman tosses off to number 5, Christian Durden. Christian Durden is going to take it up to the 1 yard line. And that was a good hit there applied by the Knights. Yeah,
that was a great play by Christian Durden. Also, he got hit pretty hard there when he spun off, and actually almost lost the ball. So you really got to hold on to the ball when you're down this close to the end zone. You don't want to make any really bad mistakes here. You've got you're up 21-7, and this, if you can get into the end zone here, this really will make the game hard for the Northside Knights to get back in.
Yep. And it looks like we've got a timeout on the Eagles.
Yeah, Providence looks like they may want to talk it out here. You've got a really awesome opportunity here, and you really need to capitalize by getting in the end zone here. But yeah, so we've got 6:37 left in the game, and 21-7. Providence Eagles ahead.
Ball on the 2 yard line for the Providence Eagles. Got Craig Pittman back in shotgun formation. We've got Christian Durden off in motion. He's going to toss it off to him, and he's going to pull it in for a Providence touchdown.
Yeah, great play call by Providence there. Northside was ready for the inside run, and Providence fooled them with a little pitch outside, and Christian Durden just walked it in. There was nobody around him.
That they did. I think the motion threw him off a little bit. I think you're right. They were expecting an inside run, and that's just good coordination, good focus by the offensive line to make their blocks and make that happen for them. And the point after is good.
I believe that was Christian Durden's second touchdown of the night also. Big game by Christian Durden. That was one of our key players for the Providence Eagles. Providence is looking really good here in the first half, and the Northside Knights look a little defeated on both sides of the ball. What the Northside Knights doesn't need to do is keep their head down. They need to keep their heads up. There's still plenty of game left, plenty of time left in this game to give it a go.
There is, and I think this next possession for the Knights is going to be very important. I think it's going to, if they want to stay in this hunt, they've got to put some points on the board. So we got to slow the game down just a little bit, and I think they'll make some strides.
Yeah, I think it's very important to talk about the fact that they need to slow it down just a little bit, because they've been playing a lot of hurry-up offense. And a hurry-up offense can be really good whenever you're moving the ball. Hurry-up offense can be really bad when you're not moving the ball. And if you're an Auburn fan, you've definitely seen that in the past. And if you're an Alabama fan, you win anyway. So,
well, what goes up must come down, Gavin. All right, we've got the ball being teed up on the Providence Christian side. We've got Mr. Jaden Watkins and Colin Blackwell back for the Knights, ready to receive deep. Davis Bolton's our kicker for the Eagles. And we've got Jaden Watkins is going to take it. And he's going to take it up the middle. He's fighting for it. We've got some flags in, and he's going to be wrestled down at the Knights' 25-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that was a good run by Jaden Watkins, and it really showed some fight, which is what we have to see from the Northside Knights here in this drive, is fight, just fight.
That's right. If Carter Stevens can connect on some long throws, I think that's going to swing some momentum here.
We're seeing Northside Knights set up in this wide formation here. You've got shotgun with the running back next to the quarterback here, but you've also got some wide receivers out wide, just trying to spread it out as much as they can here.
So we're going to have
Chase, I think they went the wrong way.
Yeah, I think they went to Dothan High, Gavin. I'm just kidding.
Well, we do have Dothan High playing tomorrow night against Park Crossing. Looking forward to that game. Dothan High looked really good in their first week in Montgomery, played very well. And so excited about Friday night football. Yes, it's Thursday night tonight, but high school football being back in session. And excited that, sports is back, especially in this pandemic that we're living in.
Yes. Carter Stevens takes a snap. He's going to hand off to number 7, and he's going to take it up for a gain of about 1 yard.
Yeah, I got to give it to that running back there. That was a high snap from the center there. Carter Stevens did a great job of getting it out of the air and getting it into the running back pocket of that running back to get the ball there, and he secured it. It was close, but he secured it and got a couple of yards out of it.
That's right. So we got Carter Stevens back in the shotgun once again. We've got 2nd down and 9. Carter Stevens is going to drop. He's going to pass. And he's going to connect to number 9, Colin Blackwell. And Colin Blackwell was taken down near the 49-yard line.
Chase, we don't talk about the offensive line a lot, but I think they need to get some kudos because they did a great job of protecting the quarterback on that play and giving that quarterback time. That's a that's what we call our curl route. And so a curl route takes a little bit of time to progress, and so you've got to have that time, and the offensive line did a great job there.
So 3rd down and 4 for the Knights. Okay, Carter Stevens going to hand off to number 6. Whoa, a little trickery. Carter Stevens going to take it for himself. He's going to get tackled on the Providence 47-yard line. And that may be enough for the first down there, Gavin.
Yeah, it looked like that was a little bit of a zone read there. Zone read, he can either, let the running back keep it, or if he sees that linebacker coming up, coming up to tackle the running back, then the quarterback can keep it himself. And he did a great job of reading that and keeping it. And I think it was a first down, Chase.
So it looks like they're going to call it 4th down and 1.
Well, this is a big 4th down.
This is a big 4th down. And hand off to number 18, Caleb Watkins for the Knights, and he's got enough for the first down. And so that was big. That was 4th. That was a must. That was a must for the Knights there.
That's right. Watch here. The Northside Knights getting the first down here, wanting to speed the play up, maybe get set, figure out what the defense formation is, and then go from there.
Got 3 minutes and 53 seconds, and the clock is ticking. So, the Knights have really got to, get a game plan up together to get to the end zone on this drive. Carter Stevens is going to take it. He's going to pass. And if there was a gain, it was very small.
Yeah, he found himself getting in a little bit of trouble when he was rolling out there to the right. But looks like Providence did a good job of realizing that the short game was what he was wanting to go with instead of the long ball.
Yep.
Did a great job of stopping him there.
Yeah, so we got 2nd and 11. It was loss of a yard on the last play. So we got Carter Stevens back. We got 3 wide for the Knights. Carter's going to step back. He's looking downfield. He's going to connect to number 2. And that was a positive play, and that is what the Northside Knights needed.
And that is a great play by number 2. Chase, if you'll get that name for me.
I don't have a name, Gavin.
2. Well, that's good. Number 2 did a great job there catching the ball. That was just a nice post route through the middle of that defense.
So Carter Stevens is once again looking downfield. He's going to air it out. Oh, and he's going to catch it. That was number 9, Colin Blackwell, with the touchdown. And Gavin, that was a 40-yard pass. But wait a minute, we've got a flag, and I think he pushed off.
Yeah, Chase, I honestly was not really able to see what was going on there, but it looked like maybe the
I think we got some off. Well, the flag is back at the 20-yard line, and we got a flag down near the 4. It looked like there was some offensive pass interference, but we're waiting for the referees to confirm that for us.
Yeah, from the looks of it from the Knights there, because I'm pretty good at reading body language, I think that the Knights are going to have a penalty here, and probably exactly what you said, maybe a little bit of offensive pass interference. But let's talk about that throw. I mean, really, Carter Stevens is coming out here and airing the ball out, and I think that's the right game plan for the Knights, because Carter's got an arm and he needs to use it.
Yes, so it looks like a legal receiver downfield on the Knights and then pass interference on the Knights. We've got 2 fouls, both on the Knights, and that is not what the doctor ordered, Gavin.
Ooh, man. This is going to be tough for the Knights here. It's going to back them up pretty good. And, man, this is really where you're hurting yourself big time, especially with 2 minutes, 41 seconds to go, being down 28-7. I mean, really, you just that was tough. You lost at least 40 yards on that play just in 2 penalties, really.
Yes. And Gavin, we are now we're looking at a first down and a lot.
First down and Headland
Yes.
is what it looks like.
Yes. Carter Stevens is back deep in shotgun. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to take it himself. And he's going to be met by number 6 for the Eagles, and that is a tackle by Mr. Zach Gamble.
And here we have another penalty over here closer to the north side sideline. This is going to be interesting to see what this is. And it looks like it's going to be on the Knights again. So
now, Gavin, these self-inflicted wounds, if this is in fact on the Knights, is not.
Yeah, false. Oh, okay. Well, looks like it was on Providence, so
so that would be.
We'll just start this play over again.
That would be a false start on defense. That's a first, Gavin. So it looks like we had some encroachment on the defense. It's
they just wanted to do the Saturday night, fever.
I think he had the fever, Gavin. We got a first down, and the Knights. Carter Stevens is going to back up. He's going to air it out into traffic, and it is tipped by the one and only Christian Durden.
Yeah,
he's all over the field, Gavin. I can't tell you.
Great play by Christian Durden. He read the quarterback all the way. I think he was over on the right side of the field and ran over to the middle of the field. He is the free safety, so he is free to roam as much as he wants, and he did a great job of batting the ball down there.
That he did. So he's a dual threat on both sides of the ball as we've seen tonight. And looks like the Knights are going to take a timeout. They're going to talk it over and try to get this ball where they want it in the end zone. With 2:25 left in the second quarter, Providence Eagles 28, Northside Knights 7. 2nd and 20 for the Knights. And Carter Stevens is going to drop back with a pass. Carter's looking downfield. He's going to air it out. And he's going to catch. That was number 2 for the Knights. And what a catch. That was just what they needed. They get all the yards back from those penalties.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we talked about how really the offense is predicated right now on Carter Stevens taking it and airing it out as far as he probably can throw it. I've got to give props to the wide receiver there, number 2. He saw that the ball was going to be short and ran to the ball. Sometimes you see that ball short and you don't go after it, but he did a good job by going after that ball.
So Carter Stevens is going to hand off to number 16, and he's going to pick up a couple yards there, and he's going to inside the 5-yard line for a 2nd and goal for the Knights.
With 1:46 here left in the second quarter, you're going to look to see Northside go really fast here.
And it looks like we have got a timeout on the Eagles.
Yeah, that like I said, going fast like that, really the Providence was struggling to get people on the field. They need their people up on the defensive line, their athletes, and so that's tough for Providence to have to burn a timeout there. But 1:35 left, so we'll see what this end of this second quarter looks like. We may have some fireworks here at the end.
Yep. I think it'd be a big momentum booster for the Knights if they can hammer this one in. Yet again, you don't want to score with too much time on the clock. We've got 1:35 seconds, but we've seen what the Eagles can do with the ball in a short time. So there's a little bit of clock management here. We've got to, and I think that's why maybe the Eagles took a timeout, so they want to see how the Knights were going to line up so they can defend it the best.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing that we have to think about, 1:35, that's a lifetime in football. If they could get a stop here and then, make the Northside Knights either go for it on 4th down or kick a field goal, then they may have some time left to do something with the ball on offense.
So we got Carter Stevens back in shotgun formation. We've got 3 wide for the Knights. Oh, and he's going to throw into traffic. Intended target was number 5 there for the Knights. That, Gavin, I don't think that was the wisest of plays.
Yeah, Chase, you got to be really careful when you're throwing it into the middle of the field like that. You've got your middle linebacker that's sitting there waiting for it. You've got your outside linebacker also squeezed in. You're on the you're right here in the red zone, so you got to punch this in if you're Northside.
3rd and goal. We've got some movement there. And we've got a flag. Looks like a false start on the Knights. So that's going to push them back 5 yards. So we're going to be looking at a 3rd down and goal.
3rd down and goal with 1:25 left to go. I know we talked about the time being a factor here. For both teams, really 1:25, you got to get it punched in the end zone. If you're Providence, you want to stop them so they can go for a field goal. You could block that field goal. You never know what's going to happen here. But if I'm Northside, I'm putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback. He has shown that he can do this, and so I think you got to trust him here.
4 wide for the Knights. Carter Stevens back in shotgun. He's going to take a low snap. He's looking at the end zone. He's going to pass, and it is incomplete. So his intended target was number 9, Colin Blackwell, but it was a little too low, and he had a lot of Eagles on him.
I tell you what, that was a really good pass by the quarterback there, Carter. He threw the ball where it had to be thrown. If he threw that ball any way to the right or to the left, 1, it was going to be overthrown. 2, it was going to be probably picked off. So you've got to throw it right there, and he threw it at the needle, and the receiver just couldn't really come up with it. It looked like he may have caught it and then hit the ground, and it came out. But that was tough for the Knights, and here we are for a field goal.
And the kick is up, and it is good. So the Knights are able to put some points on the board. So they cut the deficit down to 18. So with 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the second quarter, we've got your Providence Eagles 28, the Northside Knights
10.
Northside Knights just came off a field goal to cut the lead to 18. And we've got a kick down to the 5, and we've got Christian Durden who's going to take it. And a little juke move. He's going to be tackled. Yes, by number 16 of the Knights.
Yeah, that was a great job there. Northside has had kind of an issues on their kickoff coverage, covering Christian Durden back there. He's quick, he's shifty, and he's got some strength. So they did a great job of tackling Christian there.
So, Gavin, I anticipate Providence to come out and, one of two things. They can either run down the clock or they're gonna go for the gold. And we're gonna probably know what's gonna happen here. Consider I don't see any wide receivers. This may be a run play to run out the clock for halftime. And that's not what they had in mind. We've got a run up the middle by number 23 of the Providence Christian Eagles. That was Ryan Banner.
Yeah, Ryan Banner, again, has had a good night. That was a great run there. I think they really wanted to see what they could get on that first play. Now with 52 seconds left, you may see the quarterback, number 10, Wims, see what he can do. Maybe.
All right, here's Mims is going to drop back. He's going to pass. He's got number 35 wide open. And that was Gregory Odom with the catch.
Yeah, that was an amazing play there by the Providence Eagles quarterback, Mims. And
Yep.
It looks like it was 23 Banner again, or 35 maybe.
Yeah, that was Gregory Odom.
Oh, Gregory
35,
Odom.
yeah.
Okay. That was a great play. Now we've got to spike the ball here to stop the clock at 22 seconds. And Providence is in field goal range here, but you would have to think with 22 seconds that they want to punch this ball in to the end zone.
So Greg Odom is a 6'2 senior. So, I mean, he is a highly visible target out there in the field tonight. And
you had to think, though, that the Northside Knights thought that they were going to run that ball out too. Caught them off guard there. We were talking about it, how they may air it out there after that first play, and that's exactly what they did. They came up to the ball and did a great job, came into the line, and that was a great play.
So we got Harris Mims backdrop deep. We've got Christian Durden who's going to get the toss. He's going to take it out to the outside. And Gavin, that is a touchdown by the Providence Eagles.
Touchdown by Providence Eagles. Third touchdown tonight by Christian Durden. Did a great job of getting outside. Again, the Northside Knights had to have thought that he was coming inside because he's been coming inside all night. Now, Chase, we're looking here to see what's happening, and it looks like that is going to negate that touchdown, that flag there. Looks like holding on the offense, which may have given him the hole to get to the end zone.
What a break for the Northside Knights.
I would say so. It's 14 seconds left now in the first half. And if you're Providence now, you may just want to run this thing out. You definitely don't want to throw the ball up and get it intercepted and have something crazy happen right here before the half. You're up 28-10, so I think you're safe on this play, but I've been wrong before.
So we got 2nd and 20 for the Providence Eagles at the Northside 30-yard line. Harrison Mims is going to take a snap. He's going to step up. He's going to throw it. And he does connect to number 35, Gregory Odom, once again. So Gregory Odom, he did have that.
Yeah, Chase, we got to hurry up here. They're going to have to clock it pretty quick, and I don't think they're going to be able to do that. Unfortunately, the timeouts, burning the timeouts there in the first half, like they did, it came back to bite them a little bit because they weren't able to call a timeout there to stop the clock to even get a field goal. So that was a great job by Northside Knights to come out and get a score there, whether it be in a field goal, but cutting that lead down. And Providence is going into halftime feeling really good right now, being up 28-10. But Northside Knights has got a little bit of momentum coming in the second half.
That's right, Gavin. And so maybe they can talk things over, and we'll meet back up here and catch the second half.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier showroom or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Northcutt Field for the Northside Knights and the Providence Eagles. This is the start of the second half. We have Providence up 28-10. And Chase, tell me a little bit about the first half. Let's sum up that first half for him.
So, Gavin, what we've seen here is we've seen a dominant offensive performance by the Providence Eagles, led by the duo Harrison Mims and Christian Durden. Those two really have been untouchable all night, and I can't, put in words, how much their presence on the field has impacted this team. So, and that's just both sides of the ball, especially for Harrison Mims. He's been in the secondary. He has been behind center. So, I mean, it's been a great effort by him. And Carter Stevens on the north side, he has been clutch on the throws, and he's had some good opportunities. And for them to make a comeback, and I think Carter Stevens has got to connect more of those passes and move the ball down the field.
Yeah, and Northside Knights were able to – okay, we're going to –
So, Gavin, what we have here is we have a kickoff by the Providence Eagles. It was a short kick, and it was touched by the Knights there, which makes it a live ball, which now we have Providence possession to start off the second quarter.
Well, what I was saying before that happened was Northside was going to be able to get the ball back here after getting the field goal right there at the end of the first half, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. Looks like Providence is about to have a great starting field position in the second half here after that onside kick-ish play.
So here we are. We're setting up shop on the 44 of the Knights, and Providence Eagles are lined up, and the Harrison Mims is going to hand off, and it's a gain of about 5 yards, and that was a handoff to Like number 5, Christian Durden.
Yeah, this is an incredible position to be in if you're the Providence Eagles here. You ended the half here almost scoring, and then kind of a penalty kind of hurt you a little bit, moved you back, and you weren't able to get the touchdown. But now you have the ball, and you can capitalize here.
All right, Harrison Mims is going to we had a little bobble there by Christian Durden, and he was met by 2 defenders, and that was close, Gavin. That was almost a pick for the Knights.
It looked like that Providence was ready for a little trickery there. It looked like maybe it was going to be a double pass if Durden was able to hold on to it. It looked like a wide receiver was going out for the pass. But wasn't able to hold on to it, and at this point, Providence is just happy that wasn't a fumble because it was close.
Kudos to the Knights for being on their toes for that play because they sniffed it out and they dominated that play. So here we go. We got a 3rd down and 5 for the Providence Eagles. Harris Mims is back in the shotgun. Is going to hand off to Christian Durden. He's going to take it up the center of the field, and he is going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by the Northside Knights there, number 10 for defense. We haven't really talked about any defensive players for the Knights tonight, but they've done a good job of keeping some of these running backs other than Christian Durden in the,
So Luke Andrews, number 10, coming up big on that play. Let's bring it 4th and 1 for the Providence Eagles. Harrison Mims back in shotgun. And we've got Christian Durden up the middle is my number 8, who is going to hold on. And he's got a host of Knights that are going to help him take him down. So looks like Christian Durden's run is going to be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, great run play by Christian Durden there. Basically just met him right there in the center of the field. And with a lack of a term, ran him over.
Yes, that he did, Gavin. That he did. So we've got 1st down here for the Providence Eagles at the Knights' 23-yard line. We've got no wide receivers wide here, so I can expect only a run play. And that it is. He's going to hand off to – was that number 11, Gavin?
It looks like number 11 there. A little bit of misdirection again. Yep. We saw that a little earlier from Providence, keeping that Northside Knights defense on their toes a little bit. Looks like number 11, Grant Baker, maybe got a little bit of gimp. Got up a little gimpy there, but I think he'll be all right.
All righty, this is 2nd and 4 for the Providence Eagles at the Knights' 16-yard line. Got Harrison Mims. He's going to take it for himself. He's going to go to the right side. He's going to truck a defender for the Knights, and he's going to keep on going. And he's going to walk into the end zone for a Providence Eagles touchdown.
Yeah, what a great run by the quarterback there. Mims just took it himself into the end zone with, broke a couple of tackles while going into the end zone there. And now Northside's got to really tighten up on their defense, and a lot of missed tackles here in this beginning of the second half, and they get that figured out. But there's plenty of season left to get back to the practice field and figure that out.
So, Gavin, what we saw here is the same thing the Providence Eagles have done in the first half. They came out and they established the ground game, and you got to put your hats off to special teams for setting up the field position for that possession to happen. I mean, so we've got a Providence Eagles touchdown. Extra point is good. That brings our score: Providence Eagles 35, Northside Academy Knights 10. We've got Providence lined up to kick off.
Yeah, if you're Northside Knights, you got to watch out here. They've already had an onside kick before.
Yep.
Looks like they're going for it again.
Yep.
Almost got it there at the end there. Looks like it kind of hit right up to the Northside football player. So at least Northside will be able to get their offense on the field, and let's see what Carter can do.
Yeah, so, Gavin, you have to think that the coaches of Providence are thinking, worked one time, let's go for 2. And so they're 1 for 2 on that play, but, that really, that's a turning point, for this game, has really sucked some momentum out of the Knights. So the Knights are going to set up shop here at the 40-yard line. I'll be 1st and 10. We've got Carter back. He's going to hand off. And we've got a gain of 2 by number 15, Blake Jimerson.
Yeah, you may be thinking at home, why are you running the ball? You're down 35-10 with 8:41 in the second half. But you got to keep the defense honest. You can't just pass all the time. You got to keep a balanced offense in order to take the top off.
All right, so Carter Stevens is going to take it for himself up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's going to cough it up. And it is fallen on by a Knight. And number 9, Colin Blackwell, is going to fall on the fumble. Fortunately enough, it results in positive yards for the Knights.
Yeah, Carter did a great job of realizing that he had room to run there. But props to number 9, Colin, to jump on that ball. He saw that his quarterback had fumbled it, and instead of the ball going back to Providence, it's a Northside Knights ball with first down.
So we got Carter Stevens back in the pass. He's going to pump fake. He's going to pass it, and they're going to rule it incomplete down the pass intended at the 34-yard line. So good look by Carter Stevens, but it's a pass intended for number 9. Colin Blackwell is falling incomplete.
Yeah, but I really like the game plan here for the Northside Knights to come out and really toss the ball around the field here. That's really their strength. If you look back to the first half, the running game just wasn't there, and so they're going back to their strength, which is spreading it out and getting it to the wide receivers.
So Carter's going to take it for himself. He's going to drop his shoulder, run across the 30-yard line, and be taken down at the Providence 28-yard line for a Knight first down.
Yeah, again, great play by Carter there. Better should just be able to hold on to that ball. That was a big hit on your quarterback. You never want that big of a hit on your quarterback, but it shows that he's got some grit and some fight out there, and he's not quitting on his team.
That's right. So we've got a 1st and 10 here for the Knights. He's going to hand off to number 15, and he's going to get about a forward progress of about 3 yards. And that was Mr. Blake Jimerson once again with the carry.
This is a very methodical drive here by the Northside Knights, really giving their defense some time to breathe here. The only thing you have to think about being down 35-10 is the clock is not on your side here.
The clock is ticking.
That seems to be what it does, Chase.
Carter's going to drop back. He's going to pass and overthrow his intended target at number 6. Jaden Watkins. Jaden Watkins, he's a threat back there. If you can connect with him, I think you're going to see some points on the board. But
Yeah,
getting it to him.
Jaden Watkins was one of our key players to look out for in the open that we talked about. We haven't talked necessarily about him a lot, but he again, he's quick, and so if you can get him the ball on the outside, maybe a little screen action, then you may be able to get a big play out of him.
That's right. So we've got a 3rd down here. Carter Stevens is going to drop back. He's looking at the end zone. He's got number 2. Oh, and he meets the field goal post, but yet he brings it in. That was number 2 with the catch, and that is a Northside touchdown.
Yeah, Northside, great job coming out after Providence, coming out in that second half with the onside kick, and then Providence taking it in for the end zone. Great job of Northside to come back out here and drive the ball down. Again, a methodical drive, big play there, and excited to see what's to come here.
Northside just said, "Don't count me out." That's what they just said with that possession. So they kicked the extra point. It is good. So that brings our score, the Providence Eagles 35, the Northside Academy Knights 17.
What a great play by the Northside Knights there to knock that in. And, man, they really tried to get that ball to drop without going out of bounds, but it did go out of bounds, so that's a tough break for the Northside Knights. Chase, what do you do if you're Providence here?
So if you're Providence, you've just got to contain the offense. You know what they're going to come out and do. They want to come out and throw the ball. So you've got to pump up your safeties. You got to pump up your linebackers. You got to be able to read the quarterback and know what's going to happen down the field.
Yeah, that would have been the case if Northside was on offense. But because Providence is on offense, we're going to see what Providence can do with the run.
That's
and
right,
to
Gavin.
run out the.
That's right. So Northside, they've got to really contain the box. They've got to anticipate the run up the middle and try to stop Harrison Mims. It's going to be a tough one, but I think we see it again here. We've got Christian Durden up the middle with a positive yards, about a gain of 7 on the play.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head when you say contain. You say contain Providence, but really they just need to contain Christian Durden.
Yes. So we've got a timeout on the field with the north side and Providence here. Providence is up 35-17 over the Northside Knights. Providence is going to take the ball from their 42-yard line. Harrison Mims back, shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Christian Durden. He's going to fight his way up past the first down marker, and he's going to be stopped at the 46-yard line for first down.
Yeah, at this point, Northside knows what's coming. They know they're going to get a full dose of Christian Durden up the middle. So you got to be ready for them to kick it outside now. They've had a couple of plays where they've gone dive in the middle. So now this will be the perfect time for Providence to take it outside, stretch the ball outside, and those linebackers for Northside have to realize that and be in position.
Yes, so Providence will come out with a 2-wide spread. We got some action to the right side. It's going to be a pass off, and he is going to be stuck at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, it was a good run, though. First time we've seen Chapel Stickler, number 20 for Providence. And I mean, it was right on cue if you could see there.
Yep.
Really stretched it out to the right side after going inside a couple of plays there and picked up, some good yardage, and I believe that was the first down, Chase.
So we've got a second down and about 3 or 4 yards to go here. Providence has now made their way into Knight territory. So we go to the 2-wide spread once again for the Eagles. Harrison Mims is going to take it for himself up the middle of the field. He's going to fight for those few yards, and it's enough for the first down.
Looks like we do have an injured player on the field. Not sure what that number is at the moment.
Looks like a cramp. This time of year, hydration, because, these long games and, coming off summer practice and you're getting back in the swing of school, this tend to happen for us.
Yeah, it looks like it may be one of the linemen, and as you know, you can get hurt on that line pretty easily with leg whips and different formations that you're set up and stunts and things of that nature. And, Chase, looks like we're the Providence Eagles are up 35-17 with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left in this third quarter. So it looked like we were wrong there. It wasn't a lineman. Looks like it was Mims there for Providence, number 10. Got up on with a little bit of help, but ran off the field. So happy to see that athlete run off the field, and hopefully he'll get back in the game soon. That's a big player, a big-time player for Providence.
Yep. So Providence is going to take it, and we got a handoff to Ryland there, number 23.
Yeah, one thing to think about here is you do have a different quarterback. Mims is the quarterback for Providence Eagles. So so you had a different quarterback in there, and he did a great job of handing the ball off. It was not an easy handoff by any means. So great job there.
Right. So we can see some Craig Pittman action, and looks like Ryland Banner is going to come off the field. And so this is why, as a backup player, you got to know what to expect, and you got to be loose because you never know what's going to happen, especially in football. So Craig Pittman's going to line up in shotgun. He's going to take a high snap, And we got a fumble, and it is recovered by the Knights. So, Gavin,
Wow.
what we saw there was a high snap, bobble, and then the defense just flooded in and calls that fumble.
Well, again, it's really important to understand that that is not the starting quarterback for Providence there. You had a freshman, actually I think he may be an 8th grader, but had him come out. He did a great job handing the ball off the first time, and then a little bit of a high snap there. Couldn't get a hold of it, and now, man, here's the Northside Knights, and they are great field position here, and we'll see what they're able to do, and we'll see if they're able to capitalize here.
So Northside comes out with a 4 wide, but Providence did not like what they saw, so they're going to call a timeout. And so, Gavin, I'll piggyback off what you said. Northside's got to capitalize on this possession.
Yeah, exactly. And with 35-17, you're definitely not out of the game. But, at this point, you'd really like to see your offense drive down the field, just like last time. Methodical drive. Doesn't have to be a big play. Sometimes offenses think that they have to have the big play in order to get the touchdown. But really, it's 10 yards there, 10 yards here, and you're closer, in the red zone, and then you can maybe, work some magic to get it in there.
That's right. So let's see the Northside Knights breaking the huddle from the timeout and making their way back to the line of scrimmage. We're going to have a 1st down and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Carter Stevens is back in shotgun, and he's going to take it for himself up the middle. He's going to be met by some Providence Eagles at around the 39-yard line for a gain of about 2 yards.
Yeah, Providence did a great job there. Realized that he was going to run pretty quickly. Looked like a quarterback draw. Never really was able to get back in the pocket and show the defense that he was going to pass the ball. So the defense knew right away what he was going to do there.
Yep. So Northside comes out with a 4 wide spread. Carter Stevens once again back in shotgun. Carter Stevens' pass is intended for number 16.
Yeah, and number 10, Mims, that we talked about, that went out. The starting quarterback was in on that play there. Still having a little bit of cramp issues, it looks like, but nice to see him back on the field on defense. I know they're excited to have him back on the field for offense on the ensuing possession.
Certainly. So that brings up a 3rd and 9 for the Northside Knights. Stevens back to pass. He's going to look. He's going to scramble. And he is going to fall back down with a loss of about 1 yard to bring up 4th and 10 for the Knights. And, Gavin, we may see the punt team here for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. I know that you're down and you want to really get some yardage, but I think this is the right thing to do. But Providence did a good job of stopping him there. Carter can really do some things with his arms, and they did not let him get set to throw the ball in that possession.
And we've got a punt down to the 35-yard line, and it's going to be Christian Durden is going to be taken down to the 45.
Yeah, and it looks like a little bit of cramping issues there for Christian Durden also. He's going to get up and walk off on his own power there. So that's good to see. You don't want to see these kids, get hurt out here.
And so, Gavin, what we're seeing is we're seeing both of these players, Harrison Mims and Christian Durden, playing on both sides of the ball. So, I mean, that's you're just adding to the chances of cramps coming into play
absolutely.
here.
We talked about that earlier. In this high school, this high school league here, you're going to see a lot of players playing both sides of the ball on offense and defense. So these guys are gassed, especially right here at the end of the third quarter. We've got another quarter to go, so you've really got to be able to, have that stamina.
Yes. And the handoff to number 23, Ryland, is going to be taken out to the far side for a gain of about 9 yards.
Yeah, again, great job by Banner to get out there on the outside there as an outside sweep action. And Northside's just they're just getting to it a little too slow. So you may see some fatigue set in here in this next quarter, because we are only in the third quarter.
Banner is definitely going to be a east-west runner, and he is getting to the side very quick and beating the Knights. So here we are, 2nd down and 1. Handoff to Christian Durden up to far right hash, and he's got enough for a 1st down there, Gavin.
He does. Again, it's Christian. It's Christian Durden. He can run very hard and very fast, and again we see him kind of limping a little bit with some cramping issues. He needs to go over there and get some mustard, and he'll be fine.
Mustard and pickle juice, Gavin. That is a great concoction. Not for me, though. So we got 1st down and 10 for the Providence Eagles at the 37. We've got the snap. Handoff to number 23, Banner. He's going to take it up the middle of the field for a gain of about 7 yards right across the 30-yard line of the Knights.
Yeah, that was a good job by Providence. It was a little bit of a low snap, kind of slow snap, and I think it's caught Northside by kind of off guard a little bit, because the defensive backs were running in and the defensive ends were running in to tackle him, but he was already by him.
And if you notice, the Eagles are really not putting their wide receivers out. They're loading up the box, and the run game is strong right now. But with that handoff, it's just adding to the fact that they are in control of this game and they are running the clock.
Yeah, Chase, we talked about it earlier in the game, and the offenses couldn't be any different. I mean, you've got Northside Knights on offense, again, spreading it out and just throwing it around. And then you've got, Providence, who is doing a good job of keeping everything inside, kind of buttoned up inside, and doing a great job with their blocks. I mean, we haven't really talked about the offensive line a lot for Providence, but I think we need to give them kudos, because, Christian Durden is just only as good as his offensive line is.
That's right. They're holding their blocks, giving them time to make plays. And they're creating gaps, and those gaps are, is what's getting him down the field, getting these 10, 15-yard pickups, which have been dominant. So that is the end of the third quarter. With that, we have Providence Eagles up 35-17 over the Northside Academy Knights.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier Showroom, or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
And we're back here at Northcote Field, Westgate, with Providence Eagles in possession. 2nd down and 6. We've got a dual action handoff there, number 23 Banner up to the middle for about a 4-yard gain to about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, looking forward to this fourth quarter, Chase, to see what both teams have got left. We talked about fatigue kind of setting in for both teams, so it was nice to be able to, for them to get some refreshments right there at the end of the third quarter. We've got some key players that are kind of fatiguing, so we'll see what that tends to happen here.
Harrison Mims is back in shotgun. Harrison's going to take it up the middle. And he is going to be taken down by number 8.
Yeah, great run by Mims there, number 10 there. Good to see him back again at the quarterback position. Did a great job of reading the defense there. Took it himself and made a pretty decent cut there in the with the safety on him, but wasn't able to get by him.
So we got 1st and 10 for the Providence Eagles. Mims is going to look downfield. He's got wide open Greg Odom, and number 35, Greg Odom, is going to take it in for a Providence Eagles touchdown.
Yeah, that's the typical, play action fake there. You run the ball probably 20 times, in a row, and then, you play action fake, and just like they say in the NCAA, wide open.
Wide open he was, Gavin, and that is they caught the secondary sleeping there for a touchdown. So we've got the extra point coming on for the Providence Eagles. Low snap, ball is up, kick is good.
And I tell you what, Chase, I think it's important to say this. We've got a kind of dark horse hero kind of coming out here out of the woods here for Providence in Gregory Odom. Man, what an impressive game he's had. Yes, the wide receivers don't get a lot of looks because Providence normally runs the ball way more than they pass the ball. But, what about, Gregory Odom? Whenever his name has been called, he's been impressive being able to, catch the ball, receive the ball, and actually make some yards after the catch.
So Greg Odom, he is, from what I've seen, he is hard to tackle. He is very tall, and so the secondary is having a hard time with him, and he is really finding these open lanes where he is getting in there, finding these holes, getting the ball, and he is a key player in tonight's.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about wide receivers just going really fast down the field. Sometimes you got to find those zones where the defense isn't, and it's that simple sometimes. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's simple. So him being able to find those zones is very impressive.
So it looks like Northside is going to pull.
It looks like Northside is expecting another onside kick.
That they are, and they do not get it. So they go deep. And that's going to be a touchback as it rolls back into the end zone.
Well, that was the best thing that could have happened for Northside there. Providence really fooled them there, thought that they were going to do an onside kick, so there really wasn't much for Northside to do there.
So we'll set up shop for the Northside Academy Knights on their own 20-yard line. 10:34 left in the fourth quarter. The Knights are down 42-7 against the Providence Eagles. 42-17. So the Knights have they've got to put together something here pretty quick. Carter's pass is incomplete. However, there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Providence got in there just a little early, a tad bit early. Don't know exactly who that was on that play. It looked like number 4 or number 10. So that will give Northside some yards here to work with. 5 yards, it looks like. And that's a good way to start the drive here with positive yardage.
So I feel that we're going to see a lot of airmail here down the field. And there we go. Pass intended for number 2. Stevens' pass falls incomplete. And we've got an injury on the field. And
it looks like number 2, Colin Blackwell, is down for Northside. Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
And he's gonna say, I got this.
I think he wants to walk it off,
Yep.
Chase. He's got some.
He says, Coach, don't take me out.
He's got some moxie. Unfortunately, he is going to have to come out for at least one play because the coaches went on the field and they blew the whistle.
Yep.
But got a lot of moxie out there just to kind of get up and limp it off like that. You like to see that in athletes.
Hopefully it's just a stinger and we can see him back on the field. But Carter Stevens is back in shotgun. We've got 2nd down and 10 on the Knights' own 35-yard line. And Carter Stevens is going to take it himself. He is met by number 10, the one and only Harrison Mims at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, if you're Northside and you're Carter, I understand you want to get those extra yards, but you got to be really careful because, Providence, if they keep you up like that and they don't blow the whistle, that's an easy way to lose the ball. The Providence Eagles now should be batting at that ball pretty hard because with 9:50 to go, if you have a turnover, then you really would be able to kind of ice this game.
So 3rd and 9, Carter Stevens is going to drop back, look downfield, he's going to air it out. Looking at number 9, it is tipped and falls incomplete.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we've seen this a lot out of Carter here where he rolls out and he's got plenty of time. Again, the offensive lineman's doing a great job. Got plenty of time, and really he's just kind of throwing up a prayer for his wide receiver. And a lot of times tonight, the wide receiver has been able to locate that ball in the air, go up at its highest position, and snag that ball out of the air. But this time, unfortunately, it was not completed.
That's right. By the time the ball got there, he had 2 defenders on him. So we've got Carter back to punt. Carter is going to kick a high booming punt. Oh, there was some touch. And it looks like it's going to be the question here, was it touched by the Eagles?
Absolutely, it was touched, Chase. It does look like the referee has given the ball to the Northside Knights. What a big play here for the Northside Knights. Now you have basically that was your Hail Mary. I mean, yes. Now you've got the ball now in scoring position, and you've got to capitalize here. Looks like the referees talked it over, and It is Northside Knights ball. Now this is it.
So the snafu on special teams, we've seen 2 special teams, big plays tonight.
Blunders.
Yes. Well, I mean, so this is this could be a turn here. So we'll see what happens. Carter Stevens back to pass. Oh my goodness, number 6 with the pass from Carter Stevens. That is number 6, Jaden Watkins with the catch. And that is what we've been looking for all night.
Wow, that was a great pass by Carter. We've seen his arm tonight. We know he can do it. And, man, what do you do after you have a play like just happened with the special teams? You've got the defense, thought they were going to be back on the sideline, and you got the defense's Providence come back on the field. And what do? You hit them with a play action and catch them off guard for a touchdown.
That was as pretty as a catch that was a great throw. He zipped it in there, he connected, and so we've got the extra point. It's up. Extra point is good.
Well, Chase, this game is not over yet. We've got 9:14 left in this game, and the Providence Eagles are up 42-24. And I can tell you right now, I like this fight that I'm seeing out of the Northside Knights.
I think the Knights have caught Providence sleeping on that last play. Last 2 plays, we had the botch punt return, and we had the secondary get caught sleeping on that long pass. So with those 2 plays, Northside is saying, "Look, don't count me out. I'm still here."
That's right, and the game's not over until the clock hits zeros, and the clock hasn't hit zeros yet. So Northside now about to kick off here, and don't be surprised if you don't see a little bit of an onside kick or a little squib or something like that.
So it's important see if Northside can get Providence to go 4 and out here and get a turnover to. So we've got Durden who's going to get the ball. He's going to fumble for a little bit. He's going to get his own fumble. He's going to take it up the sideline, and he is off to the races.
Wow, Chase, what an interesting play here. They thought they were going to have Christian Durden bottled up down on the other side of the field there. And Chase, it is coming back. There is a penalty on the field. It looks like block in the back, and that will negate a 7-yard touchdown by Christian Durden with a block in the back.
Yes.
Wow.
So what?
There's a lot of tired people on the field now.
Yes, there is. So I mean that's huge because, there was that if that play still, that was a heck of a run.
Depending on who you were, that was a series of unfortunate events for sure. Great play by Christian Durden again to be able to pick that ball up. It's not easy to pick a ball up when it's down on the ground like that. And he picked it up, made some shifty moves, and a couple of great juke moves there. Got it to the outside, and he was off to the races. There was nobody that was catching him.
Yeah, I mean, he still got it in the tank.
Except for the referee. The referee called him because of the block in the back there. Unfortunate for Providence, but good for the Northside Knights. They still have 8:54 to go in this game to see what they can do here. Timeout Providence with 8:53 left in this game. And Providence is up 42-24.
Providence is first and 10 on their own 24-yard line. Harrison Mims is going to take the ball up the middle, and he's still on his feet. Oh, and he is met by a Knight.
Man, what he got clocked there at the end of that play.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. His bell was rung.
I'd say so.
So that sets up a first down for Providence, though. So that was some lucrative yards there for Harrison Mims.
Man, that was a great run by Mims. I hope he's going to be all right there. That was a big hit. I don't know if I'd be all right, but I'm old.
I think that was
young.
Jonathan Steinfeld on the tackle for Northside.
Steinfeld.
And we have
Christian Durden.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
He's tripped up at the 40.
Man, what a tackle by Northside there. That was a touchdown saving tackle. He was just getting going, and he was going to score if he did not get tackled there.
So Northside has come out of that timeout, and they are driving the ball, and they're now in Knight territory. They will be first and 10 from the 43-yard line. Harrison Mims is going to pass off for a gain of 2 yards.
That was a great stop by number 44
now
for
Steinfeld once again.
Northside, doing a great job of pinning down at that defensive end position.
So we've got a 2nd and 9 from the 36-yard line for Providence. Once again, no wide receivers wide. We're going to do a shuffle pass out to the right side to Banner. Banner is going to be met by, once again, number 44, Steinfeld. And he is he's all over the field right now.
Yeah, I continue to hear his name, so I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Steinfeld. It looks like he's playing really hard here in this last quarter, and that's what you need. You need somebody to be able to play really hard in the fourth quarter, because the fourth quarter is where you win and lose games.
So Providence is faced with a 3rd down and 4 on the 31-yard line. Harrison Mims, shotgun formation, is going to take the snap, going to hand off to Banner. Banner is going to be stopped just past the first down marker for a first down at the 26-yard line.
That's right. We've got about 6 minutes left in this game here. I do want to tell our viewers out there, thanks for watching. This is brought to you by Scenic Sports Cable Network. You can find our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com and search Scenic Sports Cable Network, and you can see some great content, some great football, basketball, all the sports from high schools, from every year really, all the way up to some of the really great seasons we've had at different high schools. So go out and check that out.
Harrison Mims going to take it up the sideline for A touchdown. He hits the pylon, and that puts the Eagles up 6 more points. Man, can that guy be stopped?
Yeah, I mean, way to top that off with a touchdown there if you're Mims. He did a great job on that drive. He's the quarterback, so he's being poised in this situation of being up and not making a mistake, but then also he is bulldozing his way into the end zone. And I think that on that drive he had a nice 20-yard run also, probably a couple of more runs on that drive too. So to be able to top that off with a touchdown of 15 yards is a great accomplishment there for Mims.
So we've got offsides on Northside. It's going to scoot Providence up for the point after attempt. But going back to Harrison Mims, we've seen him tonight, and he's been dominant on the field. And that last run shows me that he's still got it in the tank. He's not slowing down. I think he's getting stronger. I think he's just getting started.
Well, he did have a little bit of he came up with Gimpy a couple of times on the offensive side of the ball, went over, and it's just good to see these guys come back out and keep fighting, even though they may have a little bit of a bruise here and there and may need an ice bath after this game is over.
So with that, Gavin, that puts the Providence Eagles up 49-24 over the Northside Knights. And we're back here at Northside Field where the Providence Eagles are up 49-24 over the Northside Academy Knights. And we've got the Knights returning, and he's going to bring the ball up to the 32-yard line. And Gavin, we've got to see a lot in a hurry from the Northside Knights.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit before maybe we even came on, but last year this game was a high-scoring game. I think it ended up being about 71-35. We're looking at 49-24 now with Providence winning, and Providence won last year. But we're looking at Providence winning 49-24. I'm seeing a lot of the same kind of things from both of these teams. But I tell you what, the bright spot for Northside and what they can really, build upon is this quarterback they got here in Carter Stevens. It says here he is a senior, and so this may be his last year. But man, he is going to grow throughout this season, and it's going to be really exciting to see what kind of player he is at the end of the season if he can stay healthy.
Yeah, so Northside, and look at here, we got Carter Stevens taking the ball up for a run. He's at the 10. He's down for a Northside touchdown. Carter Stevens is showing his legs off, and he just put 6 points aboard for Northside.
And right on cue there, while we were talking about him, he heard us talking about him, Chase, and he went ahead and called his own number for the touchdown there. Did a great job there. Realized that there was cover 2 defense there, and realized that he was going to be able to get through the defense into the in for a touchdown there. Great job. And we got to see his wheels. We haven't really been able to see his wheels. He's got the arm, but we were able to see his wheels there, and he's got some speed. So that isn't going to be no good.
Yeah, so that kick was not good, Gavin, and did not go through the uprights. And so that brings our score, Providence Eagles 49, Northside Knights 30.
Yeah, but, Chase, maybe that wasn't good. But, again, I keep saying this, is we're seeing a great amount of fight out of Northside. They're not giving up. They're not putting their head down. They're getting back up here on offense and giving it their best shot. And so that's all you want to see, especially at this at this junction of the season, where it's right here at the beginning of the season. You want to build upon some of those big-time plays, build upon some of those big-time players like Carter. And there's a couple of other ones, like we've talked about, Steinfeld on the defensive ball. You want to build around those players because there's a long season.
That it is. And just want to turn the focus to Providence. they're coming off a season where they've lost a lot of seniors, and so they're gelling. And you know, they came off a loss last week to Rehoboth, and so they've come out really swinging tonight, and they've really showed that they made some adjustments in practice this week.
He picks it up and he's down.
And wow, we've got a kickoff, and Providence is going to start this possession at their own 1 yard line. Now,
Yeah, what an interesting play there, Chase. I mean, that was, I don't know, you don't see that very often. That ball was, I don't know if the ball's for Northside or not, but it sure looked like it the way that ball was rolling around on the ground just then. I thought for sure it was going out of bounds. I think everybody did. But that ball just ended up staying right there inside the pylon, and now we're looking at a very interesting situation for Providence. You've got to be able to get this ball out of the end zone and give you some room to work on the ground.
So with that, we got a 1st and 10 for Providence at their 3 yard line. And Northside doesn't like what they see, so they're going to call a timeout. So, Gavin, what I'm thinking here is Northside, they're looking at this clock. They got 4 minutes and 17 seconds left. They're wanting to get out of here because this game is getting a little too close for comfort, I'm afraid. So, I feel they're going to try to run it up, but Northside, they've got to stop the ball.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on defense for Northside, this is where you got to pin your ears back and really risk. You know, the risk is worth the reward. You're being down 49-30. The defense has really got to shoot the gaps here. I think you understand, you know pretty well that probably Christian Durden or Mims is going to get the ball. So if you're a middle linebacker, if you're those outside linebackers, that's who you're going to be watching here. But don't think that Providence won't fake it or a misdirection. They've been doing that all night, and so I would not be surprised if Providence is over there right now working on figuring out what they're going to do here for this play. This is a very important play with 4 minutes and 17 seconds. 49-30. There's still a lot of time left in this game, and Northside has a chance here with this play.
So we are 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 3 yard line. Mims is going to take the ball out to the outside. He's going to run up the sideline. And he is going to be tripped up right past the 15 yard line for an Eagle 1st down.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great play by Providence executing that play. I tell you, that was a scary play for me. If I was Providence, I don't know if I would have chose that play. Obviously, it worked out for them. But to pitch the ball, to be in a pitch situation right there in your own end zone, that shows a lot of poise by your quarterback. To run it out like that and get around the outside. But it was kind of scary there for a minute. I thought maybe we would have a safety, but he was able to get around.
So that brings up a 1st and 10 for the Eagles. We've got Mims going to take it himself. He's going to drop his helmet. He is going to keep on going.
Man.
And he is brought down by Knight at the 31 yard line. That is number 8 for Northside.
Man, he is running mad out there. I mean, Mims is doing a great job of just, lowering his head and taking it to the Knights right now, and the Knights can't do anything about it.
Yeah, so one thing I saw there, his feet never stopped, and he dropped his shoulders. I mean, that's you do that every time, you're bound to get some extra yards, and that's what he did. Yards after contact, I mean, that's been huge all night. He's been hit, and he just doesn't stop moving. So that brings up a 1st and 10 from the 32 for Providence. Mims is back in shotgun. And Christian Durden up the middle. And he's going to make it up to the 35 yard line for about a 4 yard gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6.
Yep, that's right, Chase. And Christian Durden is getting up a little gingerly there, but it looks like he's okay.
He's taking some licks tonight.
He's taking a few hits, and he's going to continue to take hits throughout the season, so he's got to be careful out there.
So with 2 minutes and 2 seconds, we've got 2nd and 6 for the Eagles from their own 35-yard line. That is Banner going to take it up right past the 43-yard line. That's enough for a first down, and the clock is going to keep running.
Yeah, now, Providence has full control of this game, being up 49-30 here. Northside's just got to, do the best they can to stop Providence here and try to get the ball back. But Providence is in full control.
So looking ahead, what can Northside, what do you think next week they need to improve on?
Yeah, so Northside, we saw some good things out of them on offense. We talked about Carter. And then we've got some wide receivers that have done a great job of catching the ball and done a great job tonight. And then you've also got, looks like a fumble there. And Northside is going to take over on their own 45-yard line. So like I was talking about, that's one of them. That right there. They've been able to force some turnovers, which will keep you in games, and that's exactly why they're still in this game at 49-30, is because of the turnovers. They've been able to force those turnovers, and if they can continue to do that, they're going to be in most of the games this season.
That's right. So Carter's back. He's going to drop. He's looking downfield. He's scrambling out to his left. And he's going to take it himself and run out of bounds around the Providence Eagles 48-yard line. That's going to stop the clock, Gavin.
Yeah, it's important right now to check your clock management here. You've got a quarterback that can do this, but it's especially right here in the beginning of the season to see your quarterback in a real-time 2-minute offense is really good practice for him.
So Northside is going to come out here with a 4-wide set. Carter's team is going to drop back, looking deep. Doesn't like what he sees. Scrambles out to his right, and it looks like he was down for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, I don't think that he felt like that he was down, but clearly the refs felt like that he was down. And we've got Northside calling a timeout here with 42 seconds left in the game, and the Providence Eagles are still in control of this game, 49-30.
With 42 seconds left, we're back here at Northcutt Field in the final seconds of this crosstown rivalry matchup against Providence and Northside. Deep pass down the field and thrown into traffic and incomplete. So what Northside's trying to do, Gavin, they're trying to make some big plays and trying to come up here, but I just don't think the clock is on their side.
Yeah, not on their side, and that was a valiant effort on Carter's part, and on that looks like maybe Jaden Watkins, number 6, did a great job of getting his hands up and trying to make a play there. I think at this point, Providence is in more of a prevent defense, which is going to be tough for Northside to make a reception down the field.
Carter Stevens just throws it away. Didn't like what he saw. So with 18 seconds left, we're going to have a 4th down and 11.
Yeah, it looks like the refs are really talking about this. Maybe intentional grounding by the quarterback. He is he's having a conversation with that ref saying that he was out of the tackle box.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the refs end up doing here, but we do have a flag on the field. We should get an answer here pretty soon, and it is going to be intentional grounding.
It is declined. So that'll be a loss of down. So that will be a Providence first down, Gavin. So I think that's going to do it.
Yeah, you can. It's a tough way to end this game. The Providence and Northside both have played their hearts out tonight. You hate for a game to end that way with a penalty. And now we have some. So Honestly, Chase, I'm not really sure what's going on here.
For me, I thought he was outside the tackle box, but yet again, I don't have a screen. I can't see, but, obviously Northside coach needs an explanation. I wish I had that too, but
and we'll be able maybe to get some clarification on what is going on after we see the body language of everyone, since we can't really hear what's going on there.
Right.
But what we can talk about again is just the effort of these players. What a great game they put on tonight. They came out here, they fought hard, and it's tough in sports when you fight and you play really hard. There has to be a winner and there has to be a loser.
Yeah.
And for the losers, you've got to keep your head up, know that there's a lot more games to the season, and again, build upon what you're doing well and work on the things that you're doing that you're not doing well. And for Providence, this is a great confidence builder for them. They lost to Rehoboth last week, and they come back and rebound against Northside here and play a good game. There were some turnovers that they've got to work on. Both teams have some turnover issues they've got to work on, got to hold on to the ball, and they'll work on those things, and we look forward to watching these teams play all season long.
So it looks like Providence is going to exit the field tonight with a 2-2 record over the Northside Knights in the second meeting of these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely, and that means that Providence is 1-1 now. Lost to Rehoboth last week, like I talked about, and now they've beat Northside to go 1-1. And unfortunately for Northside, losing to Houston County last week, and now dropping this game to Providence. They're going to go 0-2, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to win a game this year. I feel confident that the Northside Knights have done well here tonight, and can capitalize on a couple of games moving forward throughout the season. But man, Chase, it was a lot of fun tonight.
Yes.
Again, I am Gavin Thomas, and this is Chase 2, and we have had a blast with you tonight here from Northcutt Field for the crosstown rivalry between the Northside Knights and Providence Eagles. And we will see you next time on the Scenic Sports Cable Network, and make sure to tune in to our YouTube channel, youtube.com, and search Scenic Sports Cable Network, and we will see you next time.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier showroom, or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.